You're kicking it with the Christians. You're kicking it with the Christians. One marriage, two hustlers, it shows. We'll travel the globe in search of endless possibility. You're kicking it with the Christians. Together we'll conquer it all. Take the highs with the lows, cause there's no losing with this energy. You're kicking it with the Christians.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the One Marriage, Two Hustlers podcast.
Come
we got
on.
some guests in the
We
building.
got some special guests in the building.
Y'all know we love when we have guests, and as always, we like to let them introduce themselves so we don't forget anything.
Yes.
All right. Who wants to go first? Want to go ladies first?
Of course.
Sure. Okay. Well, I am Samantha Babers, and I am married to this lovely man, AK.
Come on.
And we've been married about almost 8 years, and we are investors, and he's a real estate agent, and we're taking this on. He's taking me on this journey, and I'm loving it. But so that's who I am, Samantha.
Okay.
A lovely wife.
Cool. I am AK Babers, Mr. Get Your Keys. AK will sell it. So
Come
I'm out
on.
there on Instagram, YouTube. Got a YouTube channel going now.
Come on. I went over there and looked at it.
Did you? You
Of
didn't
course.
subscribe?
I think I did. If I did, I'm about to subscribe.
Yeah, we got to subscribe.
Yeah, I got to subscribe. Man.
But anyway, AK Babers, Houston area realtor, man. Realtor, investor, coach, all those things.
Podcasting now?
Podcasting.
You got to add that to your resume.
Man, so much. It's so much.
So before we get started, we always like to say, like, man, we thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
No
We
problem.
appreciate it. We have had a lot of couples on the podcast, and when they come, we want other people to see other married people.
Yes.
Because the single people, they talk loud. You know what I'm saying? And they make look like marriage ain't good. When that's why we built the brand One Marriage, Two Hustlers. You know what I'm saying? So they always saying, oh yeah, you married? I'm like, I'm happily married. I'm not just married.
Yeah.
And so that's what's important.
Yeah, there is a difference. So tell us a little bit about you guys, like where you from, kind of how y'all met, how y'all got together.
Cool. I'm originally from Houston, Texas.
Okay.
She's from
Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, dated.
But I've been here so long, I'm a Historian, so I really need to stop claiming it.
You spent way more time here.
I have.
When the last time you been back?
Don't call me out. Be your own people.
So,
Be your own people.
Ironically, we went to the same school. We're 5 years apart.
Yes, I came out in 99.
Yeah, and I came out in 93. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went to the same high school. We actually grew up in the same neighborhoods right next door to each other. Just didn't know
Love
each other
it.
at the time.
Oh wow.
God knew.
Walked into this Mexican restaurant with a friend of mine one day, and she was sitting there chilling, hanging out by herself, being the same old hyper friendly.
So you shot your shot.
I shot my shot. I asked for a seat because I had nowhere to sit down, so I asked for a seat, and pretty much I've been in her seat ever since then. So yeah.
I love that. Okay, the lady side is always different. The way we see it is always different. So you tell your side of the story.
Well, we did meet at a Mexican restaurant. I don't know if are y'all from this side of town? Mm-hmm. Well, we met in Pearland. It's a Mexican restaurant called Don Pico's.
Okay.
And
I've
I
heard
say
of it.
margaritas.
Yeah.
Margaritas. And I'm there like every Saturday.
Thankfully.
Right?
Waiting on me.
God knew. Say be patient.
Yes.
So I was just chilling, drinking, and it was packed, and there was no seats available, and I had a table, so I invited him and his friends to sit down, and we exchanged numbers, and we've been kicking it ever since April of 2010.
Until
love
you
it.
told
I
me
love
about
it.
you had like 6 kids.
I did, because
Yeah,
I wasn't looking for anybody. Yeah, so what's up? I'm like, man, I got kids, yo, and I got 6 of them. They looking for a daddy, You trying to be that daddy? And he was like, I got a daughter,
Yeah.
What's one more than your 6?
Right,
I can dump it in there and go do my thing.
So it didn't scare you away.
It did not.
Nah.
It didn't, right, y'all? He's still here.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
still here.
still here.
I love
Okay,
it.
so let me ask you guys a question. So how long y'all know each other? How long you knew each other?
Total?
Yeah, like before, like when y'all got married, How long it took y'all to get married?
It was 5 years.
So y'all knew each other for 5 years, then y'all got married.
Yeah.
So y'all been married how long?
May 7th be 8 years.
8 years. So
that's my
11
birthday.
years. So 11 years.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going somewhere with this story though, because I think people, the number one question we get asked is when you meet somebody, how quick should you marry them, or how long should you make them wait? Go
ahead.
No. Say the question again.
Okay,
You just wanna make sure I understand.
so the number one question that we get asked is the single people, when you meet somebody is, how quick should you get married, or how long should you make them wait?
It depends, really. You just gotta know yourself, and cause you really can't say what's too early to marry someone. If you feel you honestly in love with that person, and that person is vibing with you, and you want to go ahead and make that leap, then you do what you feel was best for yourself.
Gotcha.
You know, but on the other hand, if you're living with someone and you want to make sure you know that person, truly know that person, then you have the option to be like, let's just, be engaged for a little bit and just figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's just everybody's different. Everybody's different.
I definitely think it's a investment in time and energy and everything else. I was a person that I think you should wait a while.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want your perspective.
Like 5 years wasn't that too bad for me, but I wasn't married before, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking that marriage is just certain things. So it's really not about when you do it. It's really about what you do when you in it.
That's good.
To make it last, you know what I mean? Because you could do it. I could see you today and we get married tomorrow, but if we ain't compatible, the shit ain't gonna work. Or if we compatible, the shit will work. Because there's been people that married at first sight that's still married. You know what I mean? So,
and I think what's important though is that you guys learn how to grow together.
Yeah.
Because like we've been married for going on 6 years, but we knew each other 10 years. So it's like as long as we're growing together, not growing apart, that's what's going to make the relationship work. Because a lot of times you're going to go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? And is that one argument, is it that serious to be mad forever?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got to have rules in your relationship.
Yeah.
So there have to be rules. So
Right. I heard you say that you have a daughter, right?
Yes.
And you have...
She's my daughter now.
You only
I don't have any biological kids.
Okay. So y'all have one daughter together. Okay, cool. So what was that like coming into her life? Because the daddy-daughter relationship is a little like that's
Really?
my dad, So now you're added to the equation. What was that like coming in and having a daughter now, being a stepmom?
Everything you expected.
Everything you expected. It was rough though. I mean, I mean, she was 11 when I met her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Of course she was dad's little girl, and I was a third wheel, of course. And it was. She took me through some stuff to make me not want my own.
Yeah, it took some time.
Yeah.
It took some time, and I think it's just always like a transition because, especially because she was already like.
Baby.
11, like you said, and so now she's starting to develop her own ideas.
Herself.
Yeah, and kind of like, well, I don't know you, And so I always ask that because that can be difficult sometimes when people are like, oh, we're happy, we're in love. Now we got to incorporate our kids, and
but coming from a single, I was raised by my dad, so I already knew she came first, regardless. So it wasn't like. Take the back seat.
I love it.
So I even told him, we got to figure out how to balance this. We're gonna be together, so you need to figure out how to spend time with me. You got to figure out how to spend time with her. You got to figure out how to spend time with both of us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, to make that work. But it's right now. It eventually started vibing.
Yeah,
we had to eventually learn each other. So that took some time. But once we got over that hump and she got to know me and I got to know her. Eventually,
and now she treats her better than she treats me.
Of course. But
okay,
it's good
one second. Wait.
Oh no. Wait. Oh yeah, he's at the door.
He's at the door.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool.
1 second.
Be careful.
Y'all gotta walk light around here.
Not really, because when he edits, you don't hear.
No, I'm talking about the fact.
Oh yeah,
tripping over
no him,
cords
because
or-
he's clumsy. Yeah, he trip over everything. Not me.
$10,000
But yeah, all
trip.
these cords. That's why when we build our building, it's gonna be designed where you don't see any of the cords. So right now we're doing the, what do you call it? The little blueprint and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're rendering it, running everything, so we can
Overhead.
kind of see how it's gonna be, because I don't want any cords. I want the lights to come from the ceiling. Yeah.
So I used to shoot a little bit, so I was trying to make my garage into a studio, and I had that concept. So I got like all the retractable arms to bring the lights down.
Yep. That's what you want.
I never installed them. Got great ideas.
Right. We all got those. And some of the stuff's still in a box.
All right. We ready now? I'm back.
We ready.
That's the question now.
No, I was just saying that it was good because you grew up like that, so you kind of had an idea of how she felt with somebody new coming in. So that's good. That's good. And it's crazy how God works,
Right.
because it, like, go figure, you grew up like that too. You know,
Exactly.
you had to
we had
go
a
through
lot in
that.
common.
Yeah.
So, I was her biggest advocate as she was growing up, because I'm like, look, I didn't have no one to advocate for me.
Yeah.
She want to wear makeup. She want to wear contacts. She want to have a boyfriend. So I'm over there trying to like, look, what's coming. So
You might as well embrace it.
prepared.
Is that what you was doing?
I told you it was gonna get harder before it got easy.
That's funny.
Everything she said was correct.
I love
Everything she said was correct. So I got to give it to her. You know what I mean? Even today we was having a conversation about her, and she was like, "Well, don't you do that too?" And then I had to pause. I guess this the evolution of marriage, right? So now instead of like coming back quick, I got to stop and think. And now when I stop and think, I realize it don't take me that long to come to a realization. You know, I got to shut up sometimes.
Oh, so let's pivot on that though. That's one of my greatest things I have learned in marriage is not trying to control the whole situation, and respecting my wife's opinion versus just trying to do it on my own.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like, man, I'm the man, I'm gonna make the right decisions. But sometimes God say, this woman, I put her in your life for a reason, to help you make better decisions. And so I think that's what's important to, think like
Nothing. I was
I know. As much as we evolve, we always look back at the old self and be like, why are you looking like that? You about to throw some grits on me. I trust you, but I don't really trust you. What's that?
Okay, tell us about the shirt. Manifest that shit. I love that. Tell us about it.
The shirt then grew into a goddamn event.
come on.
Okay.
So actually the ideal then grew into the event. So manifest that shit ain't nothing to be copyrighted. Once I started Googling, I realized everybody feel like this. You know what I mean? Everybody feel like
Yeah.
Just manifest that shit. So through some of my trying times, it was talking about my daughter is evolving and other shit happening in life, got kind of down on myself. So I kind of went to the VA to kind of, I'm a veteran, so I went to the VA to seek some assistance. To seek some assistance, and so they put me in touch with this like alternative medicine, holistic, meditation, all that type of stuff. So I went and I met this lady, Miss Charlene Fox, that hopefully she will be at the event, and just kind of learn to meditate and learn a little bit about self-healing. I guess at the time I was probably doing more self-healing, self-evolving, and everything else, and when you go through that kind of spiritual moment, it's really, really kind of internal, you know what I mean? So a lot of times, maybe you didn't understand what I was going through.
Yeah.
But through that, I learned how to meditate, and I learned how to get a little bit more spiritual, you know what I mean? Realizing that this shit ain't as hard as it was, you know what I mean? I wasn't on the 9-to-5 clock no more. I wasn't necessarily single daddy anymore. I was really a man trying to save my marriage.
That's good.
And create better relationships with my daughter and things like that. So I learned that, all right, well, if I start thinking about it and I manifested and I put myself in these people's shoes, really play pretend, really go back to elementary school and play pretend, you know what I mean? Act like I'm walking in the walks of realtors or investors and things that I want, and things start to magically happen. You know what I mean? So as I would do that, I kind of realized, well, manifestation ain't that hard. So me being a street kid, or a street 50-year-old dude, I just realized, like, I use shit. I'm very informal in my brand and who I am. So I just like manifest that shit, and I put it on a shirt, and people like, oh, I like that shirt. And then they start talking about it. It opens that conversation. So it opens the conversation to, oh man, I really need to buy a house, but I gotta fix my credit. Well, manifest that shit.
Yes.
Oh, I really like that shirt. Well, manifest that shit, or whatever it is. It always leads into a easily casual icebreaker conversation.
Yeah, because it all starts with the mind.
It all starts with the mind.
It starts with how you're thinking, who you're around. I want to go back to how you said you were trying to save your marriage and, make sure that your relationship with your daughter was great, and you were just seeking help to become better all around. How did that impact your marriage when you were seeking help and your wife really didn't understand what was going on? How did you communicate what was going on at the time to her?
Shit, that was a problem in itself.
Okay.
But one thing that I was learning is that nobody was going to understand your journey, right?
Nobody.
So nobody was going to understand your journey. You was going to lose friends. I wasn't willing to lose her, but I knew that it was going to get so deep that I'm going to lose people.
Of course.
So I was willing to take losses, and I was willing to sit here and try to explain to her and try to tell her what it is and try to show her examples of my blessings, you know what I mean? And say, look, I was thinking about this day, and this happened this day. By showing her through my actions, I'm trying to wake up and meditate every day, because that shit's still hard. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Just kind of create the routine, because it's so easy to fall back into the 40 years of programming that we've been dealing with than to crack your head open and start all the fuck over again. You know what I mean? So that's a hard thing to do. So just trying to show her, you know what I mean? And bless her. You know what I mean?
So what made you get on board with manifest that shit?
I eventually saw the light. It took me a minute, no lie, because he was meditating, and he'd be in the shower. It'd be the what's that guy named the black guy. He passed away.
Oh, dang, you made me forget.
Anyway,
Come on.
he's in the shower and he's meditating. He got his people, motivational speakers speaking, and I boom, bust through the door. Did
Brown.
You manifest this about us? Did you manifest this about our relationship? Because I didn't understand.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to understand. And I prayed about it and asked for guidance. And we prayed together and we asked for guidance, and we went to therapy and all that good stuff. So I eventually understood, he was asking for help, and I needed to appreciate that. A lot of guys don't ask for help,
That's good.
Yeah.
He didn't have to. He could have been dealing with it forever by himself, and it could have came into a abusive relationship or anything. You just never know. So I appreciate you going to get help, and I appreciate you being patient with me for me to understand that that's what you were doing, and for me to see that.
Yeah, I think that's how God challenges us sometimes as wives. It's like when we've been by ourselves so long, it's kind of like I want it my way. I want you to do it how I think you should do it. But sometimes it's like, no, God, I need to come to you first, and then you take care of him. Because me yelling, us going back and forth, it's not working. So I love that you said I had to go.
And it's important that he went to seek the help he needed.
Yeah.
And you got to give it space. Like, for instance, and I'm gonna put y'all in our business a little bit. This is like maybe a couple months ago. She said something that triggered me. And so I was like, hey, when you say that triggers me to think another way. I corrected it immediately. The old version of me would have been like, thinking about it, like, oh, sure, that's what she, So I'm learning to correct it on the spot versus me sitting on it for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, walking around with an attitude. She's like, what happened? And she ain't even thinking about.
I'm not even thinking about it, because I'm like, oh.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
And vice versa. She learned to, hey, you got to say, if I said something that triggered you, you got to tell me right away so I can know what it is, so I don't,
So that trigger can turn into disagreement can turn into a mood.
Yes.
Can turn into a mode. Can turn into a fucked up relationship and divorce and
we
everything.
start arguments over small stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's really about something else.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But I want to get back to something you had said that was important. Like you said, like I could definitely validate what you're talking about just from a woman standpoint. And now I got to sit back and let him fuck up and watch him fuck up till you get it right. You know?
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of the same thing with us. Not saying that y'all fuck up, but it's kind of the point where it gets to a point. And I don't know where it happens at with men. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think I'm kind of getting there. It's like, you know what? It's just cheaper just to be quiet. Not be quiet and hold out what you're saying.
I know,
but to let her be herself.
Yes.
And then you gotta like do this comparison. You gotta put the scale out. She talk a lot, but she ain't buying shit. She talk a lot, but she, you know what I mean? She bitch a lot, but she ain't doing this. And then after a while, you find that happy balance, and you're like, you know what? I can deal with her because everybody got problems, but I love your problems.
Yeah.
So,
I like
so that's the motto we say. It's like it look greener on the side, but it's still shit over there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, but I can just deal with your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good with this shit. I like my shit.
Yeah, right? It's
My shit is fertilizer.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna play a game real quick. We're gonna go on a side note. Okay, just a little side note. Y'all gonna like this game. One gotta go.
One gotta go.
One gotta go.
Not us two, huh?
No.
Oh,
One
Never.
gotta go.
Never.
All right.
I thought this was a one marriage.
Two hustlers.
This is to death do us part.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
One gotta go. Adidas, Nike, Reebok, or Jordans. Uh-oh.
Reeboks.
What he wearing? You know what he gonna pick.
One gotta go.
Reebok.
Not picking that.
I'll say Jordans.
Jordans gotta go.
Yeah. Because believe it or not, this is probably only my third pair of Jordans.
Okay,
in my
I
life.
was like,
Okay.
And that's why they look so clean, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But Reeboks, I done had a bunch of them gangster Reebok classics. I had a bunch of those.
All right, here's the next one. One gotta go. Turning up with your friends. Cuddle time with your boo. Personal time alone. Or family game night. One gotta go.
Shit.
Family game night. Family game night.
I guess family, because we don't do that often, but family game night. Family game
Family
night.
game night.
All right,
Value
cool.
my time to myself.
right.
Yes, we do.
All right, here's the next one. One gotta go. Now this you might lose your black card if the wrong one go.
Ooh.
Here we go. Mac and cheese. Cornbread. Collard greens. Or candy yams.
Cornbread?
Yeah, cornbread. I got to go with cornbread. That's some
Okay.
good cornbread.
Okay.
But we like all other three. We don't have to have the bread.
That's you. See, that's one of those compromise things that we got to deal with. Like, I like to have bread with my dinner. I like to have roll, cornbread or something.
Come on.
Come in here.
I
I
can do
get.
without bread too.
You
Yeah.
don't need it.
Yeah. So,
All right, one gotta go. Hennessy. Crown and Coke. Patron. Or Ciroc.
Crown and Coke, I guess. Crown and Coke.
Crown
I would
Coke.
say Hennessy, but I could mix it with anything. Crown and Coke, I
got
can't
you.
mix it. What you got?
The Crown and Coke.
She got the Crown and Coke too. All right, next one.
Okay, we got a lot of Ciroc drinkers.
Okay, next
No, we
one.
don't.
you like
It's the
Ciroc?
lesser of the four evils, right?
I don't like Ciroc.
Oh man. Okay. Trigger. Chris Brown. Usher. Or R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Man.
Y'all can't dismiss my boy.
But you can't dismiss the man and the catalog. You can't.
Talking about the music. Just the music.
All right,
Not the person.
Start over.
Okay, here we go.
Trigger then.
Trigger.
Who is Trigger?
That's what I'm saying.
That's-
Gotta be him.
Trigger is
What song is?
what's his name? What's it?
Well, that
It's
nigga
a
gotta
hood
go.
song.
No. Trigger is what's your name? The singer.
Is Trigger?
What's his name?
Trey Songz?
Trey Songz.
Oh, what's
Trey
that
Songz.
Songs?
Trey Songz.
Trigger Trey,
You
that's
using
what
his
they
bed
call
name.
Trey
That's what they call him.
Songz.
I
Chris
forgot.
Brown. Usher. Or R. Kelly.
Trey Songz.
Oh,
Trey
no.
Songz.
Yeah, Trey
Still
Songz.
go. He still gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay, he still
Kale's
gotta
got too much, man. We let radio play the other day on random, and Kale just kept coming up, man.
You have him on his radio station?
Nah.
I like
just
Kells.
jams,
I like Kells.
yeah.
All right, one gotta go. Here we go. Thanksgiving, Christmas, your birthday, or Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Oh, I'm not no mother. Mother's Day.
I hope she don't be watching this.
Oh, well, it's a story behind my
I would say
Christmas.
Christmas.
Or the next one will be Christmas.
All right, one gotta go. Fried fish, lobster, shrimp, or king crab legs.
Fish.
She was like, I don't know.
I'm not a fish person.
The lobster. I don't know how to test my fish up. I don't really
It's the texture.
for you.
Yeah.
It's what fish? What type of fish? Is it the cheap fish or like Maui?
I could just do without it.
Need some good Maui or good red
I
salmon.
like salmon and
Yeah,
like
you
that.
like the steaky fish.
But fried fish,
Yeah.
I could do without.
Me.
He loves it.
All right, here we
Hot
go.
sauce, I'm on it.
Martin, the brothers, Jamie Foxx, or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The Wayans
Wayans
brothers.
brothers.
The
Oh,
Wayans
I
brothers.
love the Wayans brothers though.
Compared to
Marlon,
Martin.
Marlon, he's funny. Sean's not funny. He's not funny.
Yeah.
He's a little corny.
Oh Lord.
But we can't all be the
everybody
same
can't
type
be
of
me.
funny.
Everybody
Yeah,
can't
everybody
be
can.
All right, I'm gonna make sure I get to some good ones. All right, one gotta go. Your bed, your bathroom, your barber or stylist, or your laptop.
Barber stylist.
Barbara Stylist.
So I mean, you can never get another haircut.
Ain't got no hair anyway. Ain't got no hair.
Women.
I barely.
Most people can figure that out though. They'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, when you go
Okay.
to the beautician, she
Right.
never really do it the way you want it
Figure it
anyway.
out.
You
That's
gotta learn
true.
how to do it yourself.
That's true.
You'll figure it out.
Man,
Look
let
at
me
the
ask. Let me
pandemic.
ask y'all some questions.
All right, come on. We ready?
Give me that dick. Y'all ain't never been called out, huh?
We have.
all
We
the time.
usually give
Okay.
people the chance to do it.
Yeah, all the
Okay.
time.
All right, one gotta go.
Come on. Let's
Oh
go.
man, it's hard. Friday, coming to America, house party or life?
House party. Automatic.
House party.
Boy, life.
I would say house party.
Coming to America.
How old are y'all?
I'm 35.
Oh, that's
How
right.
do you?
I'm 44.
You 44. And you I guess life. That's when you was
House
growing up.
party
That's your coming of age.
Isn't that
movie.
Martin and
no.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like upper room? Upper room? I see you in
Yeah,
upper room.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can see that. But see, house party came out when I was in high school.
Me too. So house party. I wasn't in high school. I mean,
See,
how old are
that's
you?
the day.
Old.
I watched it.
Apparently.
49.
Okay, 49. But that's the thing. I watched all three of them, so
Yeah,
I can tell you word for word.
Yeah. But I think life came out when y'all was like
I watched
getting
it
y'all
over and
sex
over and
on.
over.
And you watched it because you wasn't supposed to be watching it, probably.
I was in high school. I think. Yeah, I was watching it.
All right, since we're on movies, let's go back again. One gotta go. Love and Basketball, The Best Man, The Wood, or Baby Boy?
Baby boy.
The Wood.
What?
I'm keeping Baby Boy until the thing.
Oh, these all movies?
Nah, keep going. You
All
can
right.
find some good ones.
You want to do one more?
Yeah, you doing such a
Okay.
good job, boo.
Quit supporting me on camera. One gotta go. Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Five Guys, or Popeyes?
Five
Five
Guys.
guys, because we never eat there.
I thought y'all was black. Y'all
We
said
don't really do
Chipotle.
burgers a lot.
Nah, we not burger people.
All right,
But we
one,
make burgers at home.
one last one. Oh, this is good.
All right, here
Since
we
y'all
go.
got so much swag. One gotta go. Fubu, Fat Form, Sean John, or Rockaware?
Fat form. You like fat form? Fat form was for women, right? Yeah, it was just.
No.
No.
That was,
they
I
had
bought a
baby,
lot of fat form.
that was
I,
baby
they
fat.
had mints.
That was baby.
That was baby fat.
I would say-
Apple bottom jeans.
I,
That was Nelly.
I would say Fubu because I didn't like all the characters. I ain't like the characters on my clothes.
That was the flea market version.
No,
That was the
that
flea
was
market
like,
version.
No, no.
I don't know. I
That
wear
was a-
FUBU, but I didn't pick out my clothes at that time. My mom did.
And your mom's buying you Fubu? Shit.
I had that money.
Where you grew up at
It was
again?
called layaway.
Where you grew up?
Layaway. You go get your stuff, put it on layaway, and then you get it out.
Hold on, where you grew up? Tell them where you grew up.
In Fulshire, Texas.
Oh, sure.
That don't mean she had no money though.
Right. That don't mean nothing. I grew up in the country. We didn't
That's
have no
true.
money.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Go milk that
It
cow.
was layaway. It was layaway. Oh, I didn't know that.
All right, so let's segue to this real quick. So,
Real quick, hold on. In Fulshire, where did y'all go shopping at?
We had to drive to like Katy, Rosenberg.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all still didn't have no good shopping back then.
Not really. Until they built Katy Mills Mall. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we went to Wieners. Y'all remember Wieners?
Yeah,
They had like a layaway. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? So that's kind of funny you say that. I guess I always been into strange pants. Because I remember one, we school shopping going into the Wieners that where Fiesta's at, is the Wieners over there on Cullen. And I was like, oh, Mom, I need them. Remember everybody had the patches on the front of the pants that was like leather? Man, they had something that's cow print. Speaking of Chick-fil-A, man, you see how this shit popping off?
You had to have those.
The Chick-fil-A, I said, Mom, I gotta have those. She's like, those look disgusting. You cannot have those. I said, please, and she put them on. I put them on layaway, and I was working at Super Track, and I had to go over there and put my shit in, and I got my shit out.
Oh my God!
I bust them out of Sterling. Everybody was like, what the fuck you got on? And I had to rock them because my mom bought them, so I had to die. I rocked them.
It's like, I got on what I want to wear.
Yeah, I got on what I want to wear.
That's what it is. So, like, so somebody watching this podcast, they say, y'all been together, been married for 8 years. Like, what are some tools and some tips you guys want to give people to how y'all rocking together, like still? Because, most marriages don't last anywhere from 3 to 5 years. After that, people out.
Yeah.
So what are some things that y'all, some advice?
Definitely pick your battle.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
What you mean?
Watch what you say.
What the fuck you talking about?
Because words do hurt.
They do.
Words do
Words
hurt.
They do.
You have to be patient, understand. You have to try to look at the situation from each other's perspective.
Yes.
And try to be understanding. You might not agree,
Mm.
but be understanding and have sympathy for that person, or what's the word I'm looking for? It might not be sympathy. Empathy for that person.
Yeah.
So you just, and then you have to make sure that you pray.
Yes. Yes.
And you take time. Make sure you take time for yourself and love yourself. Because you don't love yourself, you can't love the next person.
That's true.
You gotta make sure you just grow together, and you gotta incorporate that person in all your decisions. And just make sure that.
What I do? You said she looking at me.
I want you to chime in. I'm telling you to chime in.
Oh, okay.
Your time to chime in.
See, I learned not to cut my woman off.
Oh, that's good.
See, I learned not to
That's
cut her off. You gotta learn to introduce her when you walk into a room. You gotta learn how to make her feel special. And one thing that I know, I got two things, but you guys, the teamwork.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta have a bigger dream together.
Yes.
Like y'all got everybody gotta have their goals and their tactics, but somebody y'all gotta have a dream out there, so when the bullshit comes, they can be like, look, baby, we're almost there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're almost there. You
Yes.
know? But change. It's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
It's gonna come. It's gonna either be for the good, it's gonna be for the better, because we're all getting older and we all go through our own cycle of wisdom. You know what I mean? It takes us time to get there. So evolution is gonna come. So be patient and be bendable, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, and we talk about this all the time, it's like, what have I learned about you this year? And what have you learned about me? Because it's changing. You know what I'm saying? And so we do a yearly end of the year vision trip. And so we would leave and go somewhere, missing hotel. It's like all these little hidden spots where your phone don't work. And it's because you want to just be me and her.
It gives you time to unplug and just reflect on the year and kind of like where you guys are going. So we usually do it like right after Christmas, because you're moving into the new year, you're ending the year, and it kind of gives you the opportunity to just sit in quiet and just reflect and enjoy. Because like you said, your phone doesn't work. This time we went to
And
it was
Conroe.
like a pig form.
It's
What
called
it
pig.
called?
I forgot.
I don't know, but it
do not
they
sound
have
sexy.
pigs there that you could go and
And
see,
it was a whole bunch of
like
containers
container homes.
Okay.
that we stayed in.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it was
okay.
pretty cool, and we stayed there for a couple days. But it just gives us time to like plan out our year and also still have a little fun.
Yeah.
When did we start doing that? Like 3 years ago.
3 or 4 years.
3
I
or
can't
4 years
remember.
ago.
Well,
But
I'm glad that
Yeah.
worked because when he said that the first time, I was thinking in my head, this nigga lying. He lying.
no, it's not. It's on our YouTube channel, actually.
You know, that's the thing too. I tell people all the time, if you go to our YouTube channel,
we have a
we document
vlog
all the
channel,
moments.
and we
So,
usually-
like you'll see our podcast channel, but we have a actually YouTube channel that we vlog at.
like behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, you can actually see like what we really do.
like
Okay.
a day to day.
You know what I'm saying? And it's good because people want to know outside of podcasting who are you?
Yeah.
You know, or people would see us somewhere and they'll be like, we say, oh yeah, what y'all do? We got a little studio. And it's like, okay, yeah. And then most people would come like, I thought I was coming to a little room.
That's what I said. I thought I was coming to a little box. You know what I mean?
Right. So yeah, we try to let people see both sides of us. Yeah. I
Because
like
that's
that.
important in what you guys do. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all knew, but that was kind of a setup. I kind of set y'all up.
No, it's good. We love it. We love it.
But ultimately, that's what y'all do, right? Y'all allow business people and entrepreneurs able to crack the wall and let people see what they really are. So it's the transparency. It's the right now with so much bullshit that's going on. And commerce and capitalism and everything else. You don't know who to trust. You don't know if they real or they AI. You know what I mean? So
Especially from everybody's profile pictures. I'm like, if y'all don't stop, because you don't look like that.
What did I tell that lady when she called me yesterday? I said, you sound like an AI. She's like, I'm not AI. I said, I still don't trust you. But you don't know who's who. So by people being able to show their lives and see who they are, like me, I sell real estate, but sometimes people like, I don't know what you do, but guess what? I'm still in your brain. You know what I mean? I'm still brain staining you. Yeah. And now hopefully you love and trust me and Samantha and my two new friends. You know what I mean? Now you see what we do. Now you can shop with me. You know?
I think that's important because, and we learning this about a lot of people. I'm like, bro, these people online is not who they are.
Yeah.
And I'm telling
When
you,
you meet them,
I will
you're
meet
like,
them. I'm
oh.
like, bro, you not that person, bro.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, we learning too, they need to stop playing with God online. They better stop playing with God. Like their business is about God when it really ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One thing about me, I'm going to be straight up. I'm going to tell people all the time, like, I'm going to get money. Like, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, but I'm not going to use him as a thing to try to wear people in. And I think that's a lot of people's problem that we see. We like, what is going on?
Well, I think in business, sometimes it's difficult if your business model is not working. And it's like, okay, I need a pivot, I need a shift. And I think that's an easy go-to for people. So, you know,
but that's
playing with people.
it's an easy go-to and people fall for it. So
but to me, that's to me in business, that's lacking the faith.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like your goal is going to come. Like just because it haven't came yet, don't mean you should go rob God. You know what I mean?
That's
Talk
true.
about it.
All his people.
Yeah, or his people. So your stuff is gone. You just gave up on yourself,
Yeah.
and this is what you chose to do, and you're gonna burn in hell for it.
Yeah. Because what's for you is for you. Right.
Watch out now.
Exactly.
No, that's why it's important though, and that's why when I do see couples that's really doing it, and I want the world to see that these people are married. You know, because a lot of times like we go places and we meet people, and sometimes we went to this one event maybe like 6 months ago, and I think we was the only married people out of 50 people in there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But it was good.
It was a good event.
Hear their perspectives and kind of how they think about things. But I was vocal as well.
It was called
because
Table
I think,
Talk.
I think married people
Where?
sometimes we fall to the back.
Andre hold it. You know Andre?
Yes, to real estate.
Notice?
No.
Andre Notice.
Andre noticed.
Yeah, he's
They do
in
it-
real estate too.
Yeah,
though.
they do a thing called Table Talk.
I want to say I heard of it.
And we went over there and we like, and I'm not bashing, I'm just saying we went over there and it's like a whole bunch of single people perspective.
Well,
And
they're
it's-
single.
They're
so of
single.
course,
That's their
Yeah.
perspective.
Perspective.
But I think the problem is we as married people, we need to show ourselves out here more. So people can see, like, bro, we really listen. The greatest thing about me being married is my wife allows me peace to think and create. I see a lot of single dudes. they all over the place. They gotta go this chick house. This they run in a circle and they can't stop to complete a task. You know what I'm saying? With me, I can say, hey, whoop, locked in. I'm gonna get all this done. You know what I'm saying? It's just a big difference.
Live in P.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Lord.
But no, that is important, dude. Because when I slowed down, and just I think before I met her, but just like when I slowed down, I was like, man, this shit takes a lot of energy, dude. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of money, and all this other stuff. So when I got with her, I had that same thing. Like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
You
You
gotta
know what I mean?
be.
I don't need to be in these streets trying to hold around there and get caught up. Now that takes another time and energy to go through. You know what I mean? I gotta let it burn for 6 months or whatever. You know what I mean? We could be getting money.
So let's talk about getting money. So what's that like working together? Because we know you the hustler. We already know that.
We are.
But she gonna bring it all together.
No, she has her hustles too. You know what I mean? Like I think last year I did a couple transactions and I was like, baby, you know, you making this. We just made this, and you know what I mean? Like, let's put this shit together. And then throughout the pandemic, I was able to see her at home on the phone. I'm like, what the hell that's what you do at work?
She got that juice.
I'm like,
I need you on my team.
I need you on my team. Yeah. So I think together we're figuring it out. Like, this is the first probably quarter that we're doing it together. Look, I could be an ass. So I'm trying to get better, right? You know what I mean? But I'm trying to like let her learn at her own pace because I don't want to scare her away from this. You know what I mean? Because I asked her to lead a plantation. I can't make it fucked up over here.
That's true. That's true.
I gotta make it as pleasant as she wants. So she'll be like, "I'm tired. I want to go lay down." Shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Go lay down.
Can't beat me.
Yeah, I want you to fire me.
Right.
But she's learning. I know her skill sets. I know where I want to place her, but I want her to feel where she wants to be put in at.
I like that.
So right now, like we're flipping the house. So I like get the contractors together because you know she's real organized and detailed. So she calling the contracts. We got 3 for every trade. You know what I mean? She getting the estimates to her. I just meet the people at the house. And I just turn the apples to apples and I make the final decision. But from that point, you know what I mean? I know the more that we get into that, the more she's going to probably be doing more of that. You know what I mean?
So how are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it. Actually, working with him is not hard at all. He's a good teacher. But I got to be teachable.
That's good.
You know, so because it's not that I know, but it's kind of hard to take information from your spouse.
Yes.
It is.
You know, so I'm getting, you know.
I definitely understand.
So I do have a question though before I lose this train of thought. So you asked her to leave the journey of the broke, the job. That's what I call it, journey of the broke.
Yeah.
Just over biz or whatever you want to call it. When you transition into that, what is your mindset to because I think the hardest part. Because I had my wife allowed me to walk away from the railroad so I can go get it. And then it allows her to go get it. You see what I'm saying? So what is your mindset when it came to that?
Originally, I was nervous, you know, because I'm used to that every.
I got you.
Every 2
Yeah.
weeks, you know, I got to check
My
in my
direct
bank.
deposit.
You know,
Yes.
boom, it's in. I don't have to think. I can show up at work and not do anything.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna get paid in 2 weeks. You know, here you gotta make sure you get up every day, show up every day, and you know, with no one's pressuring you. You just gotta be disciplined. So when he presented it to me, I was like, "Yo, I've been seeing you get it, man. I'm about to get it holler too, bro. Let's do this." So August came. I was like, you know, August gonna be my last month. I'm leaving the job. I was like telling folks, like, yo, I'm about to be out. I'm retired. So I was excited. I was really excited about the transition. But now that we're in it, I'm still very excited. I did think this was gonna come a lot quicker because I felt like he had help and I know what I could bring, but it's not easy as it's look. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna show him how. I'm gonna show him. You know, I ain't showed him none yet.
This is the thing too. I think the biggest thing is understand, because what we learn is building your business model so that you have your systems and processes together. Once you build your business model, your system, the money. Yeah. Everything it will flow. Yeah. That's what we learned. Like at first when we started podcasting, what made us open up the studio was people was trying to rent our house out. So we're like, hold on, whoa. Let's know what I'm saying? Let's open up a studio. But we didn't see the systems and processes until later on. Now it flows like water.
Yeah, that's why I like what you said. You're letting her like really figure out what skills she wants to utilize in the business, because sometimes we can be good at a lot of things, but it's not that I want to do a lot of things. And so like my husband was teaching me how to edit when we first started, and I was doing it, but that's not what I want to do. So now I'm like, I quit.
So we just hired somebody.
Because to help him, because I don't want to do that. It's not that I can't.
And that keeps
I
the
just
stress
don't
down
want
in
to.
relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And then I'm pretty sure he got a certain level of expectation, and you know he got a certain level, and you like, can I feel it? You know what I mean? And then you like, and you in the back of your head like, man, she didn't do it right again. You know what I mean? But whatever. But let somebody else do it. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
So you'll figure it out. Like he said, it takes time to really figure out. Like,
But once you
I can
figure
do
it out,
but do I want to do
the
that?
game over.
Yeah.
It's no competition once you figure it out.
Yeah.
That's the thing that we learn. Like we go to other places, and then I really when I do go to other places, I try not to step on people's toes because I feel like sometimes last year we went to a lot of studios and people was getting a little like, oh, you trying to take my clients? I'm like, I'm not trying to take your clients.
That's not my mindset anymore, though. So my mindset has changed because I've been reading a lot of books and just watching people that I like couplepreneurs, that are in business together. And a lady that I watched, her and her husband, they own a studio, but they're not in Houston. They're in another state. And one of the things she said was, a quiet business is not a business. So if I intimidate you, I'm sorry, but at the same time, I still gotta let people know what I do. And I just believe that whatever is for you is for you.
Yeah.
And everybody, we can't help everybody.
Yeah.
And somebody's gonna go somewhere else and get help, and that's cool. Everybody has their tribe, and so that's what I try to tell him.
I just don't want to. I'm just the type of person.
That
I don't want to
now.
step. I didn't want to. I'm the type of person. I be quiet. I'm like, I don't want to step people's
Very
toes.
quiet at CCN. I didn't know you had all this.
Yeah.
I say, hey, what
But
with that camera in there?
but also like you say, you can't be quiet, but guys realize like y'all don't have.
You don't have to be rude.
You don't have to be rude, but you and every other podcast studio that started realize that it's a lot of competition out here, right? So don't be intimidated of the competition. Just build
Embrace
embrace it,
Yeah.
build your brand,
Yeah.
figure out what you need to do, because because at some point this fade gonna go out. You know what I mean? It's only going to be like 2 or 3 podcast studios left remaining in Houston. So that's what you need to be worrying about instead of worrying about the
And
next
we love
thing.
competition.
We embrace
I love that.
Yeah,
We love it. You know what I'm saying?
love that.
But can you figure out a way to do community over competition in this thing?
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
let's talk about it.
I don't know.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
Okay,
it.
so we hosted the first podcast gala in Houston, right?
Okay.
And so our idea when we went into it was to build camaraderie between, podcasters in different studios. We had CCN was one of them. They were on board.
Yeah, they was good.
Well, who else did we have?
Creators Guild, Honey
No.
Studios. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying the people that were on board. So we had a few people that were on board, and then others, they acted like they were on board, but they really weren't.
They really
and then,
wasn't.
So when we kind of felt the energy, because the conversation initially was good, but then when we felt the energy, we're like, oh, well, it was. So I think if the owners are open to it, yes, but
if
everybody
not-
has to be open to it, because it can't just be one person saying let's build community, and then everybody else is acting like they want to build community, but then that's not really.
So now
what it is.
the business gorilla in me come over. So now I'm gonna take your clients.
Yeah, nah.
I'm a beast. I'm being honest with you. I didn't take people clients already because I'm gonna tell you, because I know what we can produce.
Yeah.
I know the mindset. So like, it's cool. It's cool. It's like, that's why I tell people all the time, when in business, and people don't like Donald Trump, but if you gotta like his demeanor. People don't like Kanye, but you gotta like their demeanor.
So I think business and your heart has to separate.
Has to
at some
separate.
point.
So now let's do business. So now,
Yeah.
can you produce like I can produce?
Okay.
Can your studio can produce like mine? Because we on a mission to help, but we also on a mission is, if you don't want to collaborate, let's work. Because now I'm going hard.
So you have owners like Jasmine at CCN who
Cool.
was like,
Yeah, she-
hey, Courtney, this is what, can we do this? Can we do that? Cool. They came, they had a whole table, they had fun, they made content, they tagged us, we went over there, we did interviews. Cool. Like, I love that.
Then we had people after the event
Yeah.
that's hit my inbox saying, how'd the event go?
Really?
Yeah,
Why you
the same
worried?
people we asked
So
to
now-
be a part of
Yeah.
it. So, because
So-
I guess they wanted to see how it went, which is cool.
We had
So I
110
think-
people there. Don't worry
No,
about
I
it.
like
Don't worry about
community.
it. You should have been there.
I do. I'm all about it.
I would
do.
say, man, don't give up
It's
on
just
it
hard.
because you're right.
Yeah.
Like you had some tire kickers. They just be like, let me see what they really.
But I
doing.
think this year they may be like, okay, we've
Yeah.
seen it come
Yeah.
to fruition. Let's go on
Yeah.
board. So I'm never gonna give up on it. But at the same time, I'm a business owner, and so may the best man win.
And I
that's
wouldn't
what I feel
wouldn't
about it.
necessarily say about the take a business because that's why I think it kind of gets the wording makes it sound bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's my wording. That's my wording. I'm
All
sorry.
right, Kanye,
That's
take
how
the
he
Kanye
is.
out of it for a minute.
It's
That's why I need
crazy.
my wife to be
Yeah,
honest.
I calm him down.
Who I want to say? Somebody that just shows their product and their
Yes.
value. You know what I mean?
Your work will speak.
Yeah,
for
your
you.
work can speak for
It
itself.
will.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
No,
when
we
you, when
learned
you
it.
go in there and start beating on the wall, yeah, Kanye and Trump popular, but they
Yeah.
also got 50-50 split on who hate them, who love them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It comes with the good and the bad. Trust me, I'm a Kanye fan.
Yeah.
I'm all about you see it. You see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
So that
Yeah.
and like I said, the other side of me kicks in. It's another side of me. It's like I'm cool with the. You know what I'm saying? I collaborate with a lot
We're
of people.
working on your
My delivery.
We're working on his going
it's
from
best-
0 to 10.
It's
We're
best,
working on
but,
it.
and that's why sometimes I don't go places because I know how I
Leave
am.
him over here, AK.
I'm just over here chilling because I'm
You
the
wanna
type
talk
of
to my
person.
therapist?
All right.
She'll be at Manifest Session.
Yeah, you need to go in there and get some.
Man,
So tell us about the event though before we
Yes.
wrap up though, because I want to know about the event.
Thanks for
Yes.
reminding me. So Manifest That Shit. So the shirts turned into an event. I wanted to share with the world what I went through. I think that it's closer to what we believe as hip hop and black culture.
I love that.
I think it's here because think about it. You got Andre 3000 dropping Flute albums. When he dropped the Flute album, I was like,
crazy.
I think I heard this shit when I was meditating one day already. You know what I mean? Everybody hating on it like, y'all not waking yet. Y'all not waking
Y'all
up
sleep.
yet. Yeah. And then you got y'all heard Lil Jon. He got
Yes.
guided meditation. You know what I mean? So it's coming to the masses.
I love
so
it.
I was ahead of what I was thinking. You know what I mean? I was ahead of the curve. So I'm not doing this to be a part of that. It's just ironic that we're starting to open up into it. You know what I mean? And start to do it. So I wanted to bring it to our culture. I wanted
love
to bring
that.
it to our people. I wanted to bring it and show people that we can change our lives. You know what I mean? We can
And what
literally
you
change
said
our
is
lives.
key though because I told my wife 3 years ago I show it to you before you leave.
Okay.
It's called a motivational mix. So I have a 30-track. It's three albums, 10 each, but it's a motivational mix. And track one is like know your purpose. And I just go in and talk about it's important for you to know your purpose. Think about your life. So
you did a guided meditation.
that's
Without knowing it.
without knowing it.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's something that God put on my heart like 3 years ago. And I'm like, man, you know what? This year I'm gonna release it. I already called a couple people. I'm like, I'm gonna put it together and I'm gonna release it.
Yeah, there's a guy who does it every Wednesday. I don't know if you know him, but he does it. You can pay whatever you want to pay to come, and he does it every Wednesday. Sometimes it's just for men, and sometimes it's a mixture. I'm gonna have to show you him on Instagram. Somebody else showed him to me, but he does meditating, like
Wasn't
the
it Shani?
meditation
Meditation
classes.
circles.
The circles.
That's when they beating the
Yeah, what she told me.
Yeah, I was saying.
Shanti.
Yeah,
So we actually went to man, I ain't gonna say it right, but downtown by the bayou,
Greens.
yeah, near that area. But in the water, they had an old underground water tank, abandoned water tank.
Okay.
It's like one of the biggest in Houston before we started busting out the seams. But it's decommissioned now. And we went down there and they did a sound bath. Y'all ever know what a sound
Yeah.
bath is?
Yeah.
So just think about the acoustics in this thing. This thing is probably like
Crazy.
5 or 6 football fields. You know what I mean? And they go to the other side and they start playing their little bowls and you hear the frequencies and shit, man. So that's why I just want to bring that shit to people, dog, because
Yes.
we spent. We talk about like all the generational curses. We talk about marriage, right?
Yes.
A lot of our marriages fucked up not because of us, but because of something our parents did,
Yes.
and our parents did, and we don't know how to talk about it and let it out and move past it. So we need these type of healing techniques. You know what I mean? We need to learn how to breathe. Half the time we breathe like
We're always in a rush.
you
Yes.
were always in a rush. You know what I
Always,
mean?
we're always in a rush.
When do you ever turn your mind off? You know what I mean? I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning like,
Me too.
I got ideals,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I don't want to wake up and write them down because I'm going to be up all night. But now I'm up all night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just always just constant motion. So let's find this shit and let's use this shit to our power because we are the original people. We are the people that use this shit like superpowers. You know what I mean? We was fucking flying around this whole moving shit with our brains and everything. You know what I mean? I hate to get back to it.
Okay, so you gonna let you? I have a question. You gonna let him put the chip in your head?
No, man. I'm good. I only got a hot 15 summers left anyway. I'll ride this bitch out.
He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
I want what you just said though, which is key, is you said people don't know how fast time go.
Yeah.
And so they don't appreciate the time.
Yeah.
And so you said a hot 15 summers, which when it's something that my mom passed away at 50 from cancer.
Sorry.
So how old was your mom?
41.
So think about this. Yeah. So these are the things that you have to think about that to let you know that like, what would a world? What do you? No, listen.
I just turned 49.
I'm gonna ask you a question though. What do you want the world to remember you by though? Both of you guys.
Me, a sense of service. I need to start over.
Nah, you good.
A sense of service, like community. I think if just had this conversation on the way here, I'm on a mud district.
Okay.
And we just talk about everybody doing that piece. If everybody do a little bit of something, then what is it? Everybody do a little bit of something. Don't nobody have to do a lot.
That's true.
That's
true.
So give back. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I try to do. That's why I went to the military. Didn't know it, but that's one of the reasons I went to the military. One reason I serve at my community as mud district director. One reason I love being a realtor and I don't dress up because I think that real estate has power. You know what I mean? We got fucking work to do. I got a lot of fucking people to teach. I got a lot of people to turn from fucking renters to buyers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Got shit to do.
But ultimately, yeah, let's just do something for the community, help each other as a whole. You know.
All right.
Go ahead, man.
That is a very good question. I suppose. What you gonna say? Are you gonna say something?
Laughter.
I want people to.
Yeah, because you're always trying to make everybody laugh. Shit. Well, go ahead. You say yours.
I'm very considerate.
Okay.
Person, and I think if I was to pass, people will remember that.
So I'm gonna ask you. We need to go deeper in this question. This is a deeper question. What is two sentences you want to? Two sentences that you want the world to put when we go to your tombstone? It got to be on there so the world remember you by.
Two sentences.
Two sentences.
I was gonna segue into that. I was gonna see how to do it.
Two sentences.
Let's get your keys. Let's make everybody harmonious and manifest that shit.
I love that.
Overcomplicate it.
And you.
What was the question? What do I want them to put on my
Yeah, like what are the
sentences.
two sentences? So we get to your tombstone, the world can remember you by. It's a little deeper question.
You should have sent these ahead of time.
No, I like them on fly. I like them on fly. I like them on fly.
Let us prep before.
Nope. I like them on fly.
Two sentences.
So let me give you my two. My two is Lloyd Christian, Why Now Is Your Time, has helped a lot of people design the life they want, create their brand, and leave their legacy with their own information and products. That's my two sentences.
That's like a paragraph.
No, it's really one thing. But
what school you went to? No, just for
Baytown.
Run-on sentences.
Yeah, run-on sentences. That's a run-on sentence.
But no, that's your statement. So
that's my statement.
Yeah,
so I like to ask the question because when you was the day you was born, the day you die don't matter. It's the dash that does. Mm-hmm. And so I think what's most important is people have to remember that people are gonna forget about you if you don't create that legacy. So as much as your kids love you, they still gonna go continue on their life when you pass away. Yeah, they might go visit you, but their life is gonna continue. But if you put something that's lasting and you impacting people, it's gonna go past your family. I think, and that's the mindset that Rockefeller, BlackRock, like all these people who that's their mindset. And as us as black people, we got to change that mind. We got to create that. You know what I'm saying? I want people to come and say, man, this guy helped me with this and that, and man, he changed my like. This is the impact.
Let's start right now on tombstones.
There we go.
Not in a morbid bad way, but think about what your shit want to look like when they walk up there.
Yes, and I think that can trigger that triggers what you do every day. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
The stuff that people don't like to think about.
How you, what'd you say? It's how you start everything. It's how you
finish.
How you do anything. It's how you do everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
And, you know, speaking of legacy, man, that's what. You brought that up, and y'all was talking about Jasmine and her family. So y'all know the story of that building.
Oh man, they told us everything. Yes,
dude, that's
amazing. The first time because we went there to visit. Love it. Yeah. I met her dad when we first.
Have you met her mom?
We didn't get to meet the mom because she was across the street.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if y'all heard, if that story give y'all chills, let her hear from the mom.
Even the paintings on the building, I love that idea
beautiful.
And how she left the space for herself.
And I think
the
thing we all have to realize is we all are walking Black history right now. So like we the first people in our family to own the content creation place.
Yeah.
So now when we go build our 15,000 square foot building. Yeah. We're gonna be the first to do that. Yeah. Like we are walking Black history. Yeah. So don't let people downgrade your greatness because they will do it. Like you just this common person. Well, I'm not this common person you meeting. You know what I'm saying? I'm changing lives.
Man, I'm about to go deep. I'm always on conspiracy theory.
Okay, come on.
Do you think that the creation of social media was to dumb down everybody like right now?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Oh, Dad, that ain't good. I got 10 friends on social media that got content creators. You know what I mean? It dumbs down.
It does.
It puts everybody on a level playing field.
Because it forces you to look at other people instead of looking at yourself
and what you're
your
doing.
Close family or friends. You're looking at everybody else.
Yeah.
And you feel like, oh, they're ahead of me, or they got all this going on.
And most of the time, all your feelings are going this way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of going up.
And you got to know that you're the chosen one. For instance, all my friends, for years ago, we was talking about, bro, we're going to be job free. We're going to be, I'm the only one.
Yeah.
You got to be the chosen one. I know I'm the chosen one, bro.
So I'll say this, I got to be the Kanye.
I don't have a lot of friends.
Come on.
I got a few.
She said her either.
I have like maybe two. I'm in my homegirl. But when he met me, I was like, I'm retired when I get 40. I'm retired. He's like, how you gonna do it? How you gonna do it? I just. I'm a little past 40, but
come on, man. And I think again, I want people to know, man. You are walking Black history,
Walk
bro.
with your fucking head up. Pick your feet up, dog. Pick your feet up.
Man.
I posted something the other day, man. I'm so tired of these damn boys, man. I'm looking right in the camera. Y'all need to start putting on some tennis shoes, and y'all need to start picking up your feet, dog. That shit matters. Y'all can't be walking through the store about. But my point of saying that is the fact that we gotta start carrying ourselves with pride again. We gotta start understanding that we are kings. Even if you don't even want to go that high, you are a respected man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You ain't gotta be black or white. Stand up and walk right. You know
I think you said it. What he says all the time perfectly. How you do anything is how you do everything. If I'm walking like, you're gonna do everything like that.
We had somebody that used to work here like that. We're like, oh no, that's the energy I don't like to be around.
Because that energy is contagious, right? Because now if I got somebody in his working, you walk around here, slide around, and I allow you to slide around, then guess what he gonna do? Because sliding is a lot easier than stepping.
It is. It takes more energy, more effort. Yes.
All right, so is there any questions you guys want to ask us before we close out?
Man, how do we do this shit? How do we get this shit here? This is some dope shit. So,
and our goal is for next year to get on y'all side, the real estate side.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up too.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of, like she said earlier, listening to each other's ideas.
Yes.
Hearing each other out. Because at first, I wasn't trying to hear.
She wasn't trying to hear. But God showed me the vision. He showed it to me.
I don't see that. But we talked about this on a previous episode. I went with his idea. Not to say that we're not going to do my idea. Because my idea was real estate. So that's coming. So it's like sometimes you have to go with your heart. You have to go with, okay, let me pray about it. Let me see where God is leading me. And so at that time, it was like, go with your husband, pour into him. It's gonna come. And so I think when we think about compromise, we always think about giving up something, but it's not that you're giving it up. It's just that the timing, it may not be like she said she planned to retire when she was 40 and it happened at 40, but it happened. So I think that's just something we have to think about, that everything's not going to always go as planned, but it's not to say that it's not going to happen. So I think for us, it's just navigating life together and
we about to release our book this
yeah.
year too, though.
Oh, okay, congratulations.
You know what I'm saying? So
We're writing a book together.
do you want to do? Yeah, you want to reason? You don't care about the name though. Do you?
You can, yeah, I don't care.
All right.
Man, it's so nice of you ask.
Yeah, I am.
Because he knows how I am.
I know how she is. I know how she
Learning
is.
each other.
So the name of the book we're gonna be releasing is called Merging Marriage and Business.
Yeah.
Merging marriage and business.
That's why I asked. I asked how y'all do this. Huh?
Yeah. So it's gonna be in the book, but I think just knowing that disagreements are gonna come and just go with it. If y'all know that it's something that could work and you can see it, it took me a minute, but
the problem is somebody have to be. Okay, I'm the guy that's gonna get on that plane and jump without a parachute, and I'm gonna ask God to send His angels to save me. I'm him.
And I'm like, no, if we're gonna jump, then we gotta have a plan though. We gotta have something like, what if the parachute don't let out? What we gonna do?
So.
But it's just about thinking about how to run. I don't want to say it because we haven't fully done it yet. But I would think just put in like a corporation. Like we all work. We know what an org chart look like, right? Mm-hmm. So we put an org chart together. She's the director of creativity, DOC, and let her do her thing. And I'm the realtor, and I bring the deals. And if she's the marketing person, you catch the fish, put it over there, and I'll cook the motherfucker.
Yeah, we learned that too. So I do all the behind the scenes work.
All of it.
Yeah.
All the.
Did you learn to how do you learn to stay away from it? You know what I mean?
How do you learn to stay out of my lane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, first thing is I realized that she's better at it than me. So I'd learn how to just trust her. Like, hey,
so like all of the scheduling when people are coming in
for the podcast and stuff. Like they got they got links and stuff. Like she set all that stuff up. Me, I wouldn't have no brain how to do it. I'd be like, just call my phone, let me know when you coming.
He'll be like, cash at me. He that person.
Yeah, but she more like, no, pay through this, and then you can kind of see the money rolling.
Systems.
Yeah, the systems. So just learn each other, y'all, and communicate.
Yeah.
And I had an attitude this morning because I was like, you didn't tell me we were recording. He's like, I did tell you. I'm like, no, you didn't, And then I'm like, you know what, whatever.
But did y'all, what would be y'all normal system for that communication? Because it's our fault because we double booked yesterday.
Put it on the calendar.
Mm-hmm. Everything goes on the calendar.
On the calendar. We have a calendar in my office where everything is.
Yes.
Did you write something?
I forgot. See. The reason why I forgot, because
we didn't put it on the calendar.
I've been trying to close other deals with.
Yeah.
But it's cool. And my brand is allow yourself grace. So I had to remind myself of that this morning, is that like I have to allow him grace because he's human.
And it wasn't ultimately his fault. It was my fault.
My fault.
Because when I looked at the calendar on Monday, was that Monday? And you was like, oh, because she's my calendar person. She was like, oh, you got to do this. You got your mud district meeting. I was like, oh shit.
And then we had the demo.
The demo.
The clean out that needed to come to the house.
Yeah, the flip. So we got a bunch of balls juggling, and the first thing I hit you with, I'm sorry because I know that y'all running a professional business. And I even said, hey, we can do it next week or whenever your thing fits in.
So let's just move it,
No, today was good though. We had the morning open, we good.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all did. I had a great time.
Thank y'all so much for coming.
Pleasure. Thanks for having us.
So let's wrap it up. Listen, guys, as we always tell you guys, keep watching us like you watch TV. Your life will change and your relationship for sure.
All right, guys, make sure you go and follow. We're going to have his IG on the screen.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
AK Babris, Mr. Get Your Keys on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
You follow him, you'll see me.
I love that. Also, too, he's having an event.
Yes.
So make sure you guys are watching for when and where you can purchase those tickets.
And he still ain't sent me no advertisement.
Hold on.
I wanted to post.
It's Manifest That Shit. The manifestation workshop is 4/20. from 10 to 2. You can find the event on Eventbrite. So go pick up your tickets and pull up. Sam and I are hosting it. We got several special guests coming. Laura's going to be one of them. And we are going to have a good time, y'all. We're just going to have some fun and learn how to do some of this white people shit.
One more thing I think I forgot to ask. It's for everybody, right?
It's for everybody.
Okay.
It's for everybody. Okay. Yes, I am an entrepreneur. I mean, yes, I'm in real estate, but all entrepreneurs are dreamers, right? So we all got to learn how to manifest and meditate and all that stuff. So.
All right, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
You're kicking it with the Christians. You're kicking it with the Christians. One marriage, two hustlers, it shows. We'll travel the globe in search of endless possibility. You're kicking it with the Christians. Together we'll conquer it all. Take the highs with the lows, 'cause there's no losing with this energy. You're kicking it with the Christians.
Don't forget to follow us on all platforms.